Triple H, Triple H, Triple H. I have never been scared to tell anybody that Triple H is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Um, a lot of people give him a lot of flack for basically stealing people's spots and squashing people, putting himself over, using his spot in the family to, just sort of better himself and not better anyone else. And I've never really believed that before like I do right now. I believe that this match with CM Punk is nothing more than Triple H noticing how over CM Punk is and realizing there's no time better than now to come in and squash somebody and make sure that he's still the number one guy in the company. I gave a lot of credit to Triple H when he came, well, not when he came in, on his last exit from the WWE, when he put over Sheamus real big. He made sure that Sheamus was sort of in that main event spot. He did the jobs on the pay per view. He let him knock him out with a pipe, and then beat him after that. And congratulations to Triple H to making sure that he actually built the star. It's one of the few guys that you can really say that Triple H is really taken by the hand and made sure that they got where they needed to go. He also did it with Legacy, with the DiBiase and Cody Rhodes, with their feud with DX. He really helped those guys get over and established. It was too bad that they couldn't maintain their spot at the top of the roster, but I think a lot of that is due to politics and other things. DiBiase has a lot of work to go through. I think that his promos really need some help, but coming from the Randy Orton DVD that I watched, it looks like at least Orton really wants to help these guys, and hopefully he still is on SmackDown and talking to him and seeing what he can help do to these guys. But back to Triple H. When your favorite wrestler comes back from a hiatus, you should really be excited to see him come back. I mean, Triple H has had a few returns when he came back from injuries, so on and so forth, and he came back for the match with Undertaker out of the middle of nowhere for WrestleMania, put on probably the best match of the night, and really stole the show, and really helped put over Undertaker having the best matches at Mania for the last few years. But I don't know. This whole COO spot that Triple H has been in has just really rubbed me wrong ever since the real beginning. I never really liked the way they did it with Vince breaking down and crying, and hopefully this storyline will somehow bring Vince back some way or another, because there's no way that he's going to give up his company without a fight. Um, but Triple H needs to be out there banging heads, hitting people with sledgehammers, so on and so forth. He doesn't need to be, wearing a suit out to the ring. He needs to be, in his trunks. And if he really wanted to, beat up, CM Punk, he would do it. He wouldn't hold himself back so much. I think that's what his character is missing right now. But this video is more about, Triple H in the back more than anything else, because the match that Punk was going to have with Nash more than likely wasn't going to be good, but it was going to start the ball rolling for Triple H, or for CM Punk to be moving on to something else. Um, CM Punk beat John Cena on 2 consecutive pay-per-views for the title at Money in the Bank and SummerSlam, and he should be having all the momentum in the world, and it seems like he's being forced down, like they don't want him to be in the spot that he's in. There's no doubt in my mind that the Triple H match is going to main event the pay-per-view. I think is the biggest match with the biggest draw. It's closed out Raw week after week, but it just doesn't have the feel of a big match that Triple H should have. Just because I think everybody notices what he's doing. He's taking the air out of the tires that is CM Punk. This is the guy that they should be giving the microphone to, the pipe bomb to every week, and just letting him go off and say whatever he wants to. But because Triple H is in the ring with him, it seems like every time CM Punk gets the ball rolling on something, Triple H, butts in on what he's saying and squashes them back down. And then it turns into this whole, um, just like they said on Raw, by using their real names, it turned into this real sort of pissing match in the ring about who can one up the other. And they sort of forget, what they're doing out there. And I think it was honestly Triple H that steered it back onto the match. I think it got loose out there for a couple seconds. You can see, like, when a car goes around the turn too fast, the car starts to sort of like spin back and forth. It was Triple H that got it back on track and actually got it down to the match. And once he started on his real promo on the wrestler CM Punk, it got back on track. But I can't say that he's not my favorite wrestler, that I lost respect for him, but I'm just seeing what a lot of people are saying. I don't think that Triple H is coming back for any other reason than, this It's his one time to shine. This is the biggest opponent he can come back to. I mean, no one's really gonna go bananas for a CM for a match against John Cena or something like that. But I'm just I'm just real weird that my favorite wrestler is coming back for his first match since WrestleMania, and I just really don't even care.